Mr. Curtis, again we come back to this, that it's one thing to roll our eyes and get all outraged when we see the parade of all these different, jihadist figures now join government. But again, with Pakistan, I mean, how would they be able to even be in these positions without Pakistan? And yet, Pakistan has, there's no consequences.
Well, I want to completely agree with Major Andrew Fox and everything that he said. He completely nailed it in terms of this shows a failure of the United States diplomatic political strategy, the complete failure of the Doha Agreement and the peace process, because what we have here is an interim government filled with hardliners, filled with terrorists who have the blood of Americans on their hands. It's really, almost a thumbing of the nose by Pakistan, by the Taliban at the United States. So we really couldn't have imagined a worse interim Taliban government. And, for so long, we had the U.S. negotiator telling us there was going to be a power sharing, an interim government. Even Abdullah Karzai went back to Kabul thinking they would be part of some kind of interim government. And that's absolutely not what has happened. And I think that's right. This does show that Pakistan will have a strong role in this government. The Haqqanis, we heard so often how the Haqqani veritable arm of the ISI. We see the ISI chief there as they're forming the government. So clearly Pakistan will have a big role. And so I think, what we'll start to see is Afghans calling this government a puppet of Pakistan, just like, the Pakistanis and the Taliban had tried to call the Ghani government a puppet of the United States. I think what we see as the Taliban is a puppet of Pakistan.
Right.